For our first cardio hit, we're going to start with a prisoner jack. So you want to make sure you have a nice flat back. Don't round the shoulders forward. Knees slightly bent. You're going to jump in and out and maintain the hands behind the head. Make sure you're not pulling on your neck. Hands are lightly placed behind the head. Perform about 10 to 20 reps just for the warm-up. For the workout itself, we're going to use a timer. After that, we're going to move on to jumping rope. We're going to perform high knees. So you don't need the jump rope, but if you have it, it does add an extra challenge. So each time the knee lifts, that equals 1 rep. So if you want to count your reps, you could do about 20 reps to warm up. So again, without the rope, you can move the hands to get your arms involved. It does add an aspect for your core. It makes the abs work a little bit harder. After that, we're going to move on to side jump lunges. Start in that side lunge position. As one foot's jumping in, the other foot's going to jump out to the side. Make sure you're driving the hips back, and tapping the floor does add an extra element for the abs. Next, we're moving on to burpees. These are very challenging for some people. So what you want to do is you're going to reach to the floor, you're going to jump back, give me a push-up, jump the feet in, and jump up. That's 1 full burpee. So you could step back to modify, go on your knees for the push-up, step it back in, and stand up. So that's a nice modified burpee that you can work with. After that, our last exercise is going to be ab tucks. So 5 exercises total, 3 sets. Our timer is going to be set to 50 seconds of work and 10 seconds rest. With our ab tucks, you want to make sure you're driving those knees in. You can also modify by doing a crunch where you reach up. So there are options to get you through the workout. So with our timer, you can download the app for free with your app store on your smartphone. It's called the HIIT Interval Timer. So you're going to set a prep time. That's just counting down to the start of the workout. The number of rounds is actually going to be the number of sets that you're doing. So say it's 5 exercises, 3 sets. That's going to be 15 rounds total. So it's a 15-minute workout. You're not getting much rest in between. And you're going as hard as you can, as fast as you can for the full 50 seconds. So it should be very intense. Always maintain good form though. If you feel yourself losing that proper form, you can either slow the pace or go to a modification. After our prisoner jacks, we're going right to jumping rope with the high knees. Keep it up, make sure you're breathing. If you don't have a timer, if you can't access one, send me a message and I can give you a number of reps to do instead if you prefer that. Almost through that first exercise.
We'll cherish you always. Goodbye, you great soul. We'll miss you.
So moving on to jumping rope. High knees. Again, you don't need the rope, but it does add the extra challenge if you have one. Also, another way to challenge yourself with the timed intervals is you can write down your reps. So for each set, you could write down the number of reps that you're accomplishing for each exercise. If you notice TBR on our schedule, that means to be recorded. So that's just an option for you to throw in the extra challenge. You tend to work a little bit harder when you're actually recording the number of reps. With high knees, really maintain that good form. So you're not leaning forward, you're not slumping. You want to keep good posture, pull the abs in, that's going to help drive the knees up. Nice and light on the feet. And from here, we're going on to side jump lunges. With the side jump lunges, you could always slow the pace. So if you feel yourself running out of breath quickly, You want to make sure you can get through the workout. There are ways to keep going without completely stopping. You never want to completely stop in a workout because that's going to put you at risk. We're almost through this exercise. The heart rate should be up at this point. We want to keep it up. Like I said before, it's never good to let it immediately drop, which would just be instantly stopping. So we're onto our burpees. Come down to your mat, jump back, push up, jump in, jump up. Again, you can modify this just as I did in our warm-up, but really challenge yourself. If you know you can do the full burpee, go for it. As many reps as you can. And later on in the workout, if you need to modify, you can do that as well. Keep it up almost through the burpees. It's a very challenging exercise. You're really hitting your entire body here. You're working your chest, your shoulders, your back, your core, your legs. Everything's working together here. So from burpees, we're on to ab tucks. So with ab tucks, arms are out to the side. You can either start feet elevated or feet on the mat, and you're going to pull the knees in, meet them in the middle, and extend back out. Again, if this is too challenging, you can always go to the modification crunch that I showed you in the warm-up. So always push yourself. Never settle for the easier option. Always go for the hardest first, as long as you can maintain it with good form. So we're almost through that first round. After this, we have 2 more sets. As you can see, I had to slow the pace a little bit, but this was just so I could keep going. If you need to do that at any point, that's okay. It's better to keep pushing through the workout. So back to our first exercise, prisoner jacks. Remember, soft landing, slight bend in the knees always. Nice and light on the feet. Pull your abs in. You'll also feel this in the back just for maintaining that position with the arms. Once our 50 seconds is up, we're going to move on to the jump rope with high knees. So moving on, let's grab the jump rope. Remember, drive those knees up, move as quickly as you can. Using the jump rope is going to give your arms a challenge. It's also going to force your core to work a little bit harder to maintain that position and drive the knees up.
Scratch right out along the way. Think I got one more word left to say. I never met a salesman like you.
Keep it up. Keep breathing through.
Lines of the world just ripping us apart.
After this, we're on to side jump lunges.
Scratch right out, nice and slow. Think I got one more mile left to go.
So let's put the rope down. Get yourself ready, in position. Reach down to tap and jump and switch. Keep keep going. Do your best to push through. Because these are intense interval bursts with barely any rest in between, you will get fatigued quickly. Don't let that discourage you. Just try to keep pushing through. As you can see, I have to stop at times. I have to modify, but you do what you can to keep pushing through and complete the workout. You're still going to gain the benefits of everything. You're still going to get the cardio. You're still going to increase the calorie burn, especially if you're doing this in the morning. So just keep pushing through. So we've got burpees next. So come down, jump back, push up, jump the feet in, leap up.
Lines of the world just ripping us apart. Scratch right out.
Another benefit to counting reps per each set is that you can also distract yourself through the exercises. So it can be more of a mental challenge than anything else doing these intensive exercises. So having some sort of distraction, counting, watching television, listening to music, all those things can help you. So whatever you need to do to complete this, just keep pushing. After the burpees, we're on to our last exercise, which is ab tucks. We're almost through the workout. You're way over halfway on our last exercise of the second set. After this, we have one more set to go. Tuck it in and extend. With the ab tucks, they're a little sneaky. It does focus mainly on the core, but you will feel it in your quads and in your hip flexors as well. So those tend to get fatigued the quickest. So take a good deep breath and just try to keep pushing through. As you see, I had to modify and place my feet on the mat. So you can take the modifications when you need them, and then when you're ready, you can throw another challenge back in. Almost through it, almost to that last round. So we're coming up, third set. We can do this. Back to your prisoner jacks and keep pushing. So if you need to bring the arms down, you can do that. If your back is fatigued, shoulders, if you feel like you're pulling on your neck, just bring the hands to the hips. Otherwise, challenge yourself. Continue to use the core. Continue to engage the back and the shoulders and try to keep the arms up. It's your last time through on this one. We're almost there. We've got the jump rope high knees coming up next. If you need to grab water in the middle, you can do that too. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you drink water beforehand and water after. Onto our jump rope. Driving the knees up. So again, this is intensive cardio, so you may want to count and distract yourself. You can also set rep goals. So for instance, with high knees, I try to set a goal of completing at least 100 reps, and my main goal is to reach 150 reps per 50-second round. So it does kind of push you to keep going when you feel like you want to stop. We're almost through these high knees, and then we're on to side jump lunges. Keep it going. You're About halfway in the workout, or halfway in this last set. We've got 2 more exercises after this. Almost there. Got our burpees coming up next. So here we go, top of the mat, jump back, push up, jump the feet in, leap up. Almost to the end. One more exercise to go after this. So just push through that discomfort until the end. You're almost there. So if you need to modify the push-up even, you can do that. Go right back into the jump. And then when you're ready for the full push-up again, you can go back. Here we go, last one, ab tucks, and then we're done. Almost there, keep breathing. As you pull everything in, you want to exhale. As you extend out, you want to inhale. Strategic breathing does get you through exercises a bit more efficiently. You want to think anytime you're contracting is when you typically want to exhale. Anytime you're releasing that contraction is typically when you want to inhale. Almost there. Keep going. A few more seconds. And done.